Good morning, baseball fans. It is Sunday, April 30th, 10:30 in the morning, and this is Bourbon and Baseball. This is Susie. That's Shelby over there, and we have got a show for you today. Notice that I didn't say it was a good show. I just said it was a show because, like we like to keep our expectations low so that when we blow you out of the water, like we can look, see what we did here. So if you are new to the show, Bourbon and Baseball, or just us in general, here's your warning. This is a rated R podcast. We cuss a lot. There's just no getting around it. There's lots of inappropriate adult humor. Also, no getting around that. And sometimes we drink. Aptly, sometimes bourbon. Most of the time, not bourbon, because bourbon at 10:30 in the morning it's a little much. It's a little much. Not gonna lie.
Just remember, can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning, baby.
Yeah, but I have to be like
Can't drink all
a
day.
whole responsible, semi-responsible human being / mom like the rest of the day, and I have like math homework to do. So
Ugh. And it's almost finals week, and we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it.
Shh, don't remind me.
I'm just reminding you because I have finals too. So
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So, like I said, this is a rated R podcast. Again, if that is not your jam, that is totally okay. But maybe we should put away the small children, because I'm not going to judge you. You do what you want. Just don't come for me when your children come up with random iterations of words strung together that may or may not be cuss words. There's your warning. So along those lines, Shelby, I have a funny story to tell you about our podcast and these words.
oh my goodness.
So so I have lots of mom friends. I say lots of mom friends. I don't have lots of mom friends. I have like 2 mom friends.
Mom friends are the best. You know why mom friends are the best, right?
Because they always have snacks.
Well, that, and then like if you have mom friends and they want to go like have a drink after work, you can be like buzzed by like 6-7 o'clock, and then be home in bed by 9 because everybody's got to put the kids to bed and get them bathed. So mom's friends are the best. Mom friends are definitely the best.
No lies detected. If I had one of those signs, like I would hold it up right now and just be like, no lies detected, because
No,
hashtag truth, right? So I keep trying to find this story that one of my mom friends told me, and I keep losing it in my Facebook Messenger. Yes, I have Facebook. Don't come for me. I'm old.
I have Facebook.
FYI, Shelby, I'm sorry to tell you this. I'm sorry to break this to you, but you're getting up there. You're
I
getting
know.
up there. Okay? All right.
Sadly.
So one of my mom friends Facebook messaged me this and said that they were listening to the podcast in the pickup line, and I kind of giggled. And she said, "You said son of a bitch." I said son of a bitch, and one of her children said, "Mom, Miss Susie said son of a bitch. Is she talking about me since I'm your son?"
Stop.
I was like, you got roasted by a 4-year-old. What is happening over here? And so I've had that story in the queue for like literally a month, and I keep forgetting to tell you because
for a month.
For a month.
Okay, but it's still fresh. You haven't told me yet, so it's still fresh.
Like I said, so like I said, it's been in the queue and it's been there. But you know what? It's 10:30, and I feel like bourbon is a little much for 10:30. But it's not a little much. Bitch drinks.
Ooh.
Bitch drinks, yes.
Is that like grapefruit punch, or what
It
is
that? It's Jack Daniel's Down Home Punch. And if you are listening audio only, go to the YouTube so you can see this delightful can of Jack Daniel's Down Home Punch that I'm holding up. And I call it a bitch drink because bitch in my realm is a term of endearment, right? Like, so don't come for me on that either. So Jack Daniel's Down Home Punch, country cocktails. Jack Daniel's, sponsor us. Anyways.
Well,
we're gonna drink.
You know what? I think you've just inspired me.
I am quite inspiring, but
I think you just inspired me.
For what though?
Olivia, will you grab me a beer, please?
Inspire, conspire.
I'm getting dirty death look right now.
No.
There is a koozie in there already.
And this is
Pour
why
that one out. Pour
I
that
have to drink with a straw because I literally just spilled on myself. That's so good. I love this for myself.
one. I'm glad I have headphones on because I'm pretty sure she's cussing me out right now. She said something, but I couldn't hear it.
You're like, I don't know what's going on over there. So again, if you are joining us live, we are on a new streaming thing, recording software, that program. I don't even know. I'm very technical over here, and we can now go live. And so now we are live on the YouTubes. So
Cheers.
if you, are we cheering? We can
Cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
Sunday fun day, baby.
Sunday fun day. Let's get it. So if you want to interact with us live, head over to the YouTubes. If you're listening audio only, I'm sorry, you can only come at us on our socials and or like leave comments on the YouTube video. That's fine too. So we have a full docket though this week, Shelby, a full docket. And it's there's lots of things to talk about, and there's lots of teams. So if I don't get to your team, I apologize. Not really though, because whatever. I really don't care about your feelings, but that's okay though. That is okay. So we are going to start. Shelby, did you get to watch anything this week or no? Were you busy being an adult and having a life?
Yeah, I did not. I was busy being an adult. I'm about to send you a picture, by the way, so you can see kind of some of my work stuff. Olivia put my hard hat on yesterday. I think you'll enjoy that picture. So I'm gonna send it to you.
I will like this. Okay. Jane, our good friend Jane over here. Bloody Marys and mimosas are breakfast drinks. This is true. And normally I would have a Bloody Mary. But like I said, the alcohol content on that is like just a little high, just a little bit high, because I like to put a lot of vodka in the Bloody Marys. So again, I have to be a semi-responsible adult for the rest of the day. So I can only do the bitch drinks. But thanks, Jane. We appreciate that. So did you send me the picture?
Oh, I did send you the picture.
Oh my gosh. Olivia is the most adorable ever.
I know.
Oh my goodness. She's so adorable. Do you guys want to see the picture? Let's show it.
I think they should see the picture.
Go to the YouTubes. Okay, go to the
She's
YouTubes.
The best.
Try not to get the glare. She's adorable. Oh my goodness, Shelby. So cute. So, all right, Shelby, since you were busy being an adult this week, can I catch you up on the things?
I would love it, but I can tell you about. Can I go ahead since you're going to carry me through this episode? Can I tell you about my favorite thing this week?
Please tell me about your favorite thing. I'd love to hear that.
What's the guy? Maggi is his last name. What's his first name?
Joe.
First MLB hit and first RBI.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're going to talk about him when we talk about the Pirates.
13 years in the making.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Heart is full.
We're going to talk about him because I love it. I love it so much. That's on the docket. I say docket like that's an official term, but whatever. I like to.
It sounds official.
I like to sound like I'm intelligente, but I'm not. So we're gonna start in the AL, and then we'll move to the NL. Because do you know who has the best records in the AL and the NL? Shelby?
Is it gonna be the Rays and the Pirates?
It's gonna be the motherfucking Rays and the motherfucking Pirates. Like we drew it up at the beginning of the season, preseason. The Rays having a record of, is it 23? I think.
Were they were the first to 20 wins this year, weren't they?
I believe so. 23-5. The Tampa Bay Rays out of the AL East, 23-5, and in the NL, the Pittsburgh Pirates with a record of 20-8. Again, like we drew it up preseason.
You want to know who I really love? I love the Pittsburgh Pirates.
We do love the Pittsburgh Pirates. We need to practice our Buccos. Dallas Braden raise it flag thing. Like we need to practice that, shall we? Can I put that on your plate?
Let's do it. Yeah. I will put it on my ever
growing to-do list. Perfect. Okay. Hashtag raise it with like 14 R's. That's what needs to happen. So, but yeah, we're going to start with the Rays. and then we'll move on to the Pirates. But Rays were getting no hit yesterday. Did you know that?
No, I missed
Rays were getting
that.
no hit by not Dylan Cease, who you would think would probably be the White Sox pitcher to do that. No. Lance, I like to grab my nuts, Lynn.
What did you see the thing about Lance Lynn where someone said something about him being overweight and not?
Not just someone, Shelby, not just someone. The White Sox color commentator. That would be
Oh
like Jeff
no.
Blum calling Martin Maldonado out for being a little husky and telling Martin Maldonado that he needs to eat a couple salads. I mean, he may not be wrong on that, but that's what that would be like for our Astros listeners.
That's tough.
Yeah. So Lance Lynn was cruising. 6 no-hit innings. And then this is the funniest thing that I saw when I was like looking up the stats. In the bottom of the 6th, Eloy Jimenez doubles. And the score is 3-0. 3-0. And the win probability for the White Sox, who had been on a losing streak, was 92.5%. So that was the bottom of the 6th.
What?
Yeah. In the top of the 7th, Wander Franco hits a solo home run. The win probability for the Tampa Bay Rays, 17.6. And now it's 3-1. And in the 7th inning, it just all unravels. I don't know. I didn't watch the game. I just heard about it afterwards. And so I don't know if Lance Lynn didn't grab his nuts enough or maybe too much, but he lost it. He lost it after that.
Do you think he's looking for sticky substances in his pants or what? Like every time he grabs his nuts?
I mean, I wasn't gonna talk about white sticky stuff, but I mean, if that's
I
where
didn't
we're
say.
going
Hey,
with
hold
that,
on. I didn't say white sticky stuff. You just you jumped it.
Again, I don't know where your mind is supposed to. I hope it's white. Like if it's not white down there, what's happening?
Honestly, I feel like if you're gonna hide some sticky substances, that's where you would, because what are they gonna feel on your nuts like when you're walking off or what?
I wouldn't put it past the umpires. We've had some hair fondling. We have had some ear fondling. Didn't someone check a neck as well?
Yeah, there was a neck check.
Wasn't there a neck check? Okay.
Yep, sure was.
So, at this point, I wouldn't really put it past the umpires to do any of that stuff. So who knows? But Wander Franco hits a solo home run. So it's 3-1. Isaac Paredes doubles. Josh Lowe scores. Now it's 2-3. And the win probability goes from 17.6 to 39.7. You're like, okay, that's all right. It's no. And then just like I said, it all unravels and they use like 3 different pitchers. So Lance Lynn goes out. I want to say Aaron Bummer comes in and just gets pummeled. Paredes doubles. Manny Margot singles. Paredes scores. It's 3-3. Francisco Mejia reaches on a fielder's choice, and now it's 2 outs. And now the win probability for the Rays is 50%.
So we went from what? 13?
It went from
17?
It went from the win probability in the bottom of the 6th for the White Sox to win 92.5 to now it's a 50-50 game because you're like, oh, all right. Siri doubles, Margot scores. It's 4-3, all with 2 outs, mind you. Franco singles, Mejia and Siri scores. Now it's 6-3, and now it's a 90.2% chance for the Rays to win.
Whew.
And then Randy Arozarena, that bad man with the crossed arms, comes up and hits a 3-run bomb, and now it's 9-3. All with 2 outs, all in the 7th inning. And then Josh Lowe, is it Brandon Lau? Brandon Lowe, Josh Lowe? I never remember.
I always say Lowe. I don't know.
Is it Josh Lowe? Okay. We're going to go with Lowe because they're both spelled the same, but pronounced differently, but whatever. Josh Lowe hits a solo home run, and now it's 10-3. And now the Rays' chance of winning the game is 99.2%, all within a half inning. It just blows up. It just blows up. And I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on in the White Sox. And now the White Sox have lost 10 in a row, and I want to say that was like the longest losing streak since 2013. And White Sox fans are just in shambles.
Oof.
Did you hear that 7-minute rant that someone called into the radio station and did?
No, I think I listened to some of it, but I didn't listen to all of it because I
It
was
was
like, I really don't give a fuck about the White Sox, so I didn't
it
really.
was it was magical. It was magical. And it was very well thought out. And I was impressed. If anybody's interested, we'll link it in the show description later because it's 7 minutes. But the White Sox are just going through it right now. You know that they are tied for the worst record with the Royals down there. 7. They've won 7 games.
Wait, Oakland doesn't have the worst record?
Well, Oakland does have the worst record overall,
Okay, 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 okay.
but the the Royals and the White Sox are not far behind because they both have 7. They've won 7, I believe. It's not a good thing.
I
So
feel
the
like
Rays,
at this point in the season, you have to have at least some kind of double digit wins, even if it's just 10 games.
you would think. So yeah, the White Sox and the Rays are tied for with the record of 7-21. Only narrowly beating Oakland, that have only won 5 games, 5-23. That's where they've gone here.
This sounds so like you're talking about. Let's talk about Oakland, 5-23, and then let's talk about the Rays. What are they, 23-5? That literally
23.
sounds like high school baseball records. Like the really
Right.
shitty teams are going to be like 5 and whatever, and the really good teams are going to be like 23 and whatever.
Yeah. So I don't know. I will give us a little bit of credit, and by us I mean the Astros, because we went in and we took 2 of 3 from the Rays and stopped their home winning streak. Shout out to the Astros for that, and
And we
shutting
only
back-to-back shutouts.
we only predicted they would win one.
I know. Hashtag podcast magic. We're gonna have to give an update on that, by the way, Shelby, because
Yes.
we're slipping. But anyways, so moving on to the Pirates in the NL, they again have the best record. First team in the NL to get to 20. So it's 20-8. 20-8. And do you know, I know that, I don't know if many of our listeners pay attention to the NL. In that division in the Central is the Pittsburgh Pirates, the Milwaukee Brewers, the Chicago Cubs, the Cincinnati Reds, and the St. Louis Cardinals. And everybody had either the Cardinals or the Brewers,
Right.
depending on who you talking to take that division, right? And Pirates are like, y'all don't see us over here.
I don't think anybody saw him.
Nobody
No.
saw him.
No.
So shout out Pittsburgh Pirates for doing the damn thing. Again, I want to apologize to our new friend Michael the Fort McHenry. I'm still having so many issues with that episode that we recorded with him, like so many. It's I may just try and cut myself out of the conversation, because it's literally just like you and him going back and forth most of the time, and then 5 seconds later you'll hear me interject something that y'all had talked about like 5 seconds ago, and I'm all, that's not
Maybe
not
we should. Well, let's just shoot it. We need to shoot a new one with him then.
but it's a whole thing. I was very upset, and
Well, I appreciate you putting in all the work on that.
Yeah.
You're
But
killing it.
Michael the Fort McHenry, the Pirates color commentator, I apologize for being a schmuck and not being, I don't know, more techie to try and figure out these issues by myself. Anyways, but yeah, so the Pirates had a doubleheader versus the Nats yesterday, and they took those games 6-3, and the last game was 16-1, Shelby.
And did you see that the social media team for the Pirates? They're getting pretty ballsy now. They're getting pretty confident. Did you see the final score? Like what was it? The what do you call it? I don't know.
The tweet, the picture, the meme.
The picture, yeah,
that
thing, and it was like, we've lost count at this point.
Love it. I love it. Yeah.
So
in that second doubleheader game that the Pirates pummeled the Nets 16-1, Maggi, the guy you were talking about, gets to come up, and in his first game when he came up, he missed a home run by like this much, Shelby, this much, in the like 2 games ago when he Brian Reynolds went on the bereavement list, hence why Maggi got to come up, and it was sad. It was so sad. And he had been trying to figure out why he hadn't been hitting and where to go. So he got to pinch hit, and he scored or he hit a single, and then in the ninth, he hit a double, his first extra base hit. I was so excited. And they were, like, chanting his name, like, the entire crowd.
Maybe he can go to the future Las Vegas A's and be a starter.
Oh, let's hope. That would be delightful. That would be delightful.
I might buy a Kelly Green jersey if he becomes a starter for a team. I would do it.
I mean, that do you think that they would keep the colors?
I hope so, because I feel like it's iconic. I mean, like, think about, I mean, I know you don't watch football, so, like, think about the Oilers. So the Oilers, awesome. Like, baby blue, red, move over. Titans, right? I feel like you have to keep the colors. I will be severely disappointed if they don't, because I really do think it's an iconic color.
I think so too. But so yeah, like you had said, he had been in the minors for 13 years. 13 years. How much of a grinder do you have to be in the minors for 13 years?
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that when I saw the tweet, when it was like 13 years in the making or whatever. Like, I don't think people realize, like, these minor leaguers, they sleep on, like, each other's couch. Like, they have, like, single bedroom apartments, and they split them between, like, 4 people because you can't fucking afford anything.
That in 13 years, you know how many games that is?
It was like 11 or 1,300 games. Was it like 1,100, 1,300 games?
1,154
Unreal.
minor league games. I'm not gonna lie. I really, besides the fact that I have the athletic ability of a gnat, I don't think I would have lasted 13 years. I don't know if I would have lasted like 5 years.
Well, I feel like 5 to 7 is reasonable, because I mean, like, it's gonna take, even if you're on a fast track, it's gonna take you 3 to 5 years to come up, right?
Okay. I don't know. Is that
It's like 3 to 5 years is pretty quick.
Okay.
But 13, at some point, I would be like, okay, it's not in God's plan for me to play Major League Baseball. Like, I'm gonna be a minor league superstar. Yeah.
Quote unquote. An OnlyFans accountant.
Dirty money.
Hey man, it spends. It spends. It spends. This like I said, this is why God did not bless me. Did not bless me with boobies, because he knew I wouldn't act. I would act a fool. I would act a fool.
Oh God, so would I.
I would act a fool.
Nuts.
Yeah, no judgment here. I'm actually kind of jealous. Not gonna lie. Not just saying. But he knew. He'd be like, no, we're not. That one, no, absolutely not. No, that one, she needs to figure out some sort of like personality or something, because no. If we give her boobs, she not no. The world may implode if that one gets boobs. That's not gonna happen. So, but anyway, so Brian Reynolds, like I said, went on the bereavement list, and that's why Joe Maggi came up. And did you know that Brian Reynolds inked his extension, Joey?
Yeah, and then so I'm gonna talk. I actually did watch. I don't know if I was watching like a condensed game or something this week, and then his parents were fucking juiced that day. I think he ended up hitting a double or something. His wife, not so much. I was like, why are you not excited? Like, I don't get that. Like, the parents were up, they're like, woo, partying up in club level, wherever they were sitting, and the wife was like barely clapping, and I was like, damn.
What's going on there?
I'm trying to figure out what she's in it for, because he just inked a $108 million deal.
Yeah. But I wonder though if maybe she's a little salty because of how low the contract is. Like, I realize that $100 million sounds like a lot of money, but apparently in baseball world and with his stats, he probably could have gotten more.
But you know what? If he wants to be, I mean, to be honest, that's his business. It doesn't matter anyway. It's not her fucking business.
Exactly.
So, but, I know people, not everybody thinks that way, but.
Well, and everyone's like, oh, he should have gotten more money, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to be real honest with you. Okay? Because, if someone offered me guaranteed $100 million, no matter what happened, if I get hurt, if I don't ever play baseball again, like $100 million. So you want me to tempt fate to try maybe get some more money when $100 million is like right there, because $100 million that's some generational, like, life-changing money there that you can be set for, right? Like,
For
you
life.
wouldn't have to worry about a spicy link. I mean, I guess if you wanted to, but but you don't have to. $100 million, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Like, and I wouldn't be all, $100 million, maybe a payday later. Like, so I don't know. Like, good for you, Brian Reynolds. Good for you. You get your bag, and now he and Brian Hayes and Kutch is doing the damn thing.
God,
Golly.
I love that man so much.
Yeah. And then, like, their young players that you didn't really expect, like Jack Sawinski. Jack Sawinski hit a grand slam yesterday in that one game.
Saw that.
So, shout out Pirates. Shout out Pirates. This may be a Pirates / D-backs / Astros stan.
It has become that for sure.
It has.
I don't think you said it's not gonna become one of those, because it now
is. Okay.
It is. That's sure.
Fair. That's fair.
I literally wore a fucking Pirates hat last week. I thought about this on our Astros podcast.
That's okay. I feel like our listeners would forgive us because we're adorable. I'm just saying.
Agreed.
So,
no boobies, but we are adorable.
I'm sorry?
No boobies, but we are adorable.
No, talk for yourself, Shelby. Talk for yourself. Because I really feel like at some point in time, you were just going to unleash monsters over there. Like, just at some point in time. No?
Nope.
Damn you.
Not happening.
Take one for the team, Shelby. Golly. Anyways, we're going to stay in the NL, though, Shelby. And the Cardinals are in the NL Central, and they are last place in the NL Central. And I'm not going to lie. I didn't expect that. Did not expect that with that.
But you did say that you were concerned about what they're pitching, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And you were right.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening over there. I don't know if they're going to, because they sent down Jordan Walker,
which blew my fucking mind. But I get it. He's not great defensively, but you can utilize him somewhere else because he's fucking raking.
Yeah. So I was looking through the things, and they sent him down, and they brought up Taylor Motter, and his numbers are not blowing anyone out of the water either. So I'm like, Jordan Walker, I hope you have a mind of steel or something, because I feel like this may ruin his confidence or just kind of shake his mindset just a little bit. I mean, the man's 20 years. I say the man. He's 20 years old.
Yep.
He's 20 years old. Like, I don't know what you expected from him. Maybe like you stuck him in the middle of the order, and I just expected him to perform magic, I guess. I don't know. But then Taylor Motters comes up, and you're like, really? That's who we replaced him with? So I don't know if it's like a little bit of like service time manipulation or what. But I feel like he's going to go back down to AAA and just start raking again.
Well, so I'm sitting here and I'm looking, and in the majors this year, sitting 274 with his slugging's low, like super low. It's 397. He had 2 bombs this year and 11 RBIs.
Yeah. Which
for a 20-year-old,
like, first time in the show, again, and I think if they weren't the St. Louis Cardinals, I think he could struggle a little bit more. I think they would leave him and like try and work through it. But I don't know. Do you think that whole Ollie Marmol, Tyler O'Neill fiasco, do you think that has totally affected the clubhouse?
Yeah. I think we've seen it since then. They definitely have not been
the St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah, no, not at all. But yeah, I mean, like, but how do you trust a guy? I mean, I know we talked about this a couple weeks ago, but how do you trust a guy that goes on a mic in front of all of St. Louis plus more and just shits on a major league player's ability?
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And some people are like, "Oh, it's tough love. Look how well Tyler O'Neill has been playing since then." I'm all,
but it's still not the professional thing to do.
Yeah, it's not. So, yeah, the Cardinals lost 0-1 last night to the Dodgers. But Clayton Kershaw spun a gem because he struck out 9. Clayton
Jeez.
Kershaw. I'm like, wow, look at you,
He,
Clayton
he,
Kershaw.
how old is Clayton Kershaw?
93 years old. I don't know.
That's
Like,
kind of what I'm thinking.
but
Like I got to
he's
the
up there.
point.
He's
I
up
got to
there.
the point where I was like, I think he was throwing against the D-backs like last week or week before, and I was like, damn, how old is he? He's 35.
Sir needs to stay out of the sun. You need to apply some more sunscreen, Clayton Kershaw. That's so...
starting to look like a little raisin out there. He's getting a little. Yeah.
Oof. That's so mean. I'm so sorry.
No, but I mean, really. Oh, he's 5-1. Did you know that?
Yeah. Because I mean, it's the Dodgers, and they're running a lineup out there of like the bottom of their lineup. You're like, who is that? What's going on over there?
Who's the rookie that's just been going nuts for the
James
Dodgers?
Outman. Yeah, James Outman.
Unreal.
Side note, I didn't have this in the notes, and it hit me that we need to bring this up. Did you see how many Dodgers were on paternity leave this last week?
No, I didn't.
Oh my God, Joey.
God, did they go on a road trip and have like an orgy or something at the same time?
I'm not even shitting you. It lines up with All-Star break. From last season. Okay. There was like 7. Okay. There was like 7 of them that were on paternity leave. I say 7. I think it was like 5 maybe. But 5 of them were on paternity leave. So I need to know what kind of sex party, orgy, like what is happening over there in Dodgerland? Like All-Star break, they're like, let's get it. I'm not going to see y'all for another 7 months. Like all of them. Or was it like some secret like Dodger wife pact? They're like, hey, we gotta keep ourselves busy. Let's all get pregnant at the same time so we can go through this together and be some like pregnant mom club. Think of the baby showers and like all of the newborn pictures.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, and because I'm not that kind of woman, but there are women out there that their friend group, they like to like one up each other, and like y'all know who I'm talking about, right? Like,
yes,
and I feel like maybe that's obviously like I have no insight in this, but I just really feel like that's the type of energy that they're like that's gonna happen. They're like everyone's gonna try and like one up each other on newborn stuff or pictures.
You might have to start you might have to start stalking their Instagrams now. Because you are the professional.
I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe.
Larry, you're so right. Yep. They had baby making parties too. And they probably have 30 bedroom houses too, so
probably. So again, we're gonna stay in the NL, and we're gonna talk about our D-backs, shall we? We are gonna talk about our D-backs. Besides DFAing Madison Bumgarner, RIP. They now lead the NL West with a record of 16 and 12.
I'm here for it. And you know what? They're fucking getting better. Isn't that scary? They're getting better every week.
They are. They're bringing up and optioning pitchers. They're just gonna audition pitchers. Is what's happening.
Whatever you got to do, I do not care because I love that team. And then you want to know why I love them a little bit more this week? One of my favorite, funniest people in the world threw out the first pitch for the D-backs this last week, Theo Vaughn. So, yeah, that made me love the D-backs. I don't know if it was possible to love the D-backs more this year, but
yeah,
I did. I sure did.
I watched the D-backs game last night, and Shelby, when I tell you that I had a minor heart attack watching a team that I mean, obviously the Astros are number 1 in my heart, right? Mm-hmm. The D-backs are close, like 1C. Like it's a 1C. Like
who's 1B?
I don't have a 1B. Like that's the level. That's the level I'm talking about. Like it's like the Astros like up here.
Yeah.
And then like the D-backs are like down here.
Got it. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like they I like them. I really like them a lot. So they're like the NL team.
Got it.
Corbin Carroll, sir, I need you to bubble wrap your fucking self and not charge into the wall. Shelby, this man, I don't know, he inked his deal and was like, fuck it, I'm going for it. I appreciate the hustle. I appreciate the heart, Corbin Carroll. He knocked himself silly trying to get this ball, Shelby.
The good thing is, did you see what it says on the injury? What it is?
Like a knee bruise or something
Yeah, it's
like
a
that?
contusion, which is a bruise. So, I mean,
Shelby.
best case scenario
Best
was
case
a bruise.
scenario. I literally yelped. Like my children were sleeping, so I couldn't scream like I wanted to. I yelped because he ran into this wall so fucking hard. Like he knocked himself silly. Knocked himself silly.
I'm gonna see
He
if I
was
can
on the
find it.
ground and just like rolling around, and then he grabbed his knee. I'm like, oh my God, please, 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 Corbin Carroll, please do not be hurt. 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 I was just repeating that on like a loop for 3 minutes until he got up and walked off the field on his own volition. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you, Corbin Carroll. Good job.
I found the video, so I'll pull it up.
Let's pull it up. Let's put it in. That's another reason why we switched to this nice recording software.
I still need to show you how to use MLB Film Room because it's beautiful. I literally just Googled Corbin Carroll and then it showed every Corbin Carroll video that you can think of. So
okay, well, add it into the stream so that the peoples can see it. If you are audio only, go to the YouTubes so that you can see this. Very frightening. Very frightening.
I gotta remember how to do this. Present.
Leap into the wall that Corbin Carroll did.
Okay. And we're gonna go to.
He legit thought he was Spider-Man.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Corbin Carroll still down on the warning track after crashing into the wall out there.
He's talking to Alec Thomas.
It's like he's rubbing his left knee. Might have just banged it off the wall. Hopefully nothing serious. Oh, just drives that left knee into the wall right at the 390 mark.
He's still down. Torrey's not going to take any chances here.
Yeah, you know, for me, he's going to.
Brutal.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, I feel like that's just kind of freak, right? He jumped and then mid stride. Ugh.
Yeah. No. Again, Corbin Carroll, I appreciate the hustle. And if for some magical, mythical #podcast magic moment, you listen to this, I commend you, sir. Okay. I commend you for going all out. I wish our center fielder, Jake Myers, maybe would take a page out of your book. Okay. But that's neither here nor there. And we will talk about that later. It was very frightening. It was very frightening. And if the D-backs were like the number one team, I may have passed out. I may have actually passed out. Because it was like, and the clip stopped before, but the one that I saw, like when the other angle of that, not from like the top, like from the back, you see that, and then he's just like laying on the ground. He's just kind of like rolling around afterwards. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. So I was like, oh my gosh, Corbin Carroll, be okay. So
I need him to win a Rookie of the Year. But anyways,
I love you, Corbin Carroll, but I need Hunter Brown to win Rookie of the Year. So, there's that. So again, we're going to stay in the NL because do you know where the Giants and the Padres are right now, Shelby?
At the bottom.
Yeah, they are. But no, where they are physically in the world.
Oh my gosh. They're in Mexico City hitting 9 million home runs because of the elevation.
It was a motherfucking home run derby last night.
But you know what? But you want to know what's a good thing? Grow the game.
100%. I think all the games need to be played.
Did you see the Giants uniforms?
The Giants what?
Did you see their uniforms?
Yes.
Sick.
Yes.
Sick.
I think all the games should just be moved to Mexico City. Just all of them. Just played in Mexico City. That's what I want.
I think every team every year should have the chance to play in Mexico City.
Yeah, I think the pitchers would yeet themselves off a bridge because their stats would just get killed. All right, but I want everybody just go play in Mexico City and just all the home runs. Do you know how many home runs combined were hit last night?
There was 11. Wasn't there? Was there 11?
That's
unreal.
11.
Unreal.
It was magical. I loved it. Joe Musgrove got tagged.
But that's best case scenario. When you have a game like that, that's exactly what you need.
Yeah. Joe Musgrove got tagged for 7 runs in 3 1/3 innings.
Mm.
I was like, look, he got knocked out of the game. He got knocked out of the game. And Sean Spradling had a tweet that said something like, if I were to have a team in Mexico City, here is my rotation of pitchers. And it was just all of the best ground ball pitchers. And you know who was at the top of that list?
Framber.
Our boy.
Yep.
Our boy Framber Valdez. Yeah. Yeah. So, but also Nick Martinez was on the bottom of that list. Was the fifth guy, the fifth starter on that list. And you know who closed out that Padres Giants game last night?
Was it Nick Martinez?
It was Nick Martinez. Yeah. And you know how we had talked about our tight pants off, Shelby?
Oh, did you find another guy in the running?
Nick Martinez. Nick Martinez. And for those that have not listened / watched our past episodes, this is not like an actual like we don't want them to take their pants off. It, like a dance off, when you say like, oh, it's a dance battle, it's a dance off. That's what that is. It's a tight pants off. But the connotation's just not very good with that, but I like it, and so we're gonna keep it. So yeah, Nick Martinez, you could join the rotation for the tight pants off.
Okay? Nice.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like it's more and more pitchers that are doing this, the tight pants.
Yeah, I was thinking the other day, James Karinchak is in that running too.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Again, this is like the 43rd time that I'm going to plead this. If anybody has any sort of connection to James Karinchak, please send him our way, because I would love to have him on the show. 1000%, because I need to see how off kilter he actually is, because I feel like you got to be a little
psycho.
Yeah. But in that realm of tight pants, did you see Robbie Ray got put on the IL?
What?
Robbie Ray of the Seattle Mariners gets put on the IL with a flexor tendon surgery, something. So he's out for the season.
Oh my gosh. Oh wait, maybe I did see that, but
yeah,
that's tough for the Mariners.
So yeah, Mariners, I really do believe that they're probably gonna be making some moves at the trade deadline, because
1000%.
Who thought that Jared Kelenic was gonna be the one carrying that team? Jared Kelenic.
Well,
Rookie Jared Kelenic.
And nobody expected it, because he didn't live up to the hype, but now he's living up to the hype just a little late.
Yeah, just a little. But that's the thing, though. He's 23. He's still 23, and I feel so bad, because he's 23, and everyone has been talking about the kid since he was like 19 or something.
19, yeah, long time.
Yeah. So it is what it is. So going on the IL, Robbie Ray, and there's just been so many IL injuries. And we're gonna move back to the AL, to our, I wouldn't say 2 favorite teams in the AL, but they're up there. And when I say favorite, I'm gonna put that in air quotes. Favorite teams in the AL, the Yankees and the Rangers. Just played. And you know that meme of the blonde girl that's all, and then she does the yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
You posted one the other day, didn't you?
Yes. That was the epitome of the feelings that I had, because it's the Yankees and the Rangers. I don't want either one of them to win, but I want someone to lose. And so I had it gives me the heebie-jeebies just kind of saying it just a little bit.
Who did you root for?
I had to root for the Yankees.
What?
I had to root for the Yankees.
I would never.
Do you know why I had to root for the Yankees?
Division,
because who is leading the AL West right now, Shelby?
It's the Rangers.
The Rangers. Do you know how many games back we are right now of the Rangers?
We're like 3 or 4?
2.
Ooh.
2. The Texas Rangers are currently leading the AL West.
Yeah. And I could never do it. I could never.
I know, it hurt my heart. And everyone's like, why aren't you going to represent Texas? Because I love the Astros too much. Thank you very much. And I needed the Yankees to bring them down a notch.
Did you see the plate in left field? Did you see that? The seat
That-
plate?
Yes.
I feel like that's embarrassing.
That's some bullshit.
That's
some bullshit.
embarrassing. You don't do that.
No. Absolutely not. Y'all.
Now,
Like,
if it was like, a baseball icon like Jackie Robinson or like Babe Ruth or
ooh,
like
people are
somebody,
gonna come for us now, Shelby.
I don't
That we're not
even-
that we're not putting Aaron Judge in the same category as Babe Ruth and
no
Jackie Robinson.
no.
Not saying that
Like-
Aaron Judge is an icon of the game.
Cy Young, but things of those like that makes sense because they left their imprint at your place, but not fucking Aaron Judge. Like, come on. Come on.
So if for those of you that don't live on social media like us, the Rangers put a plate for Aaron Judge of what he accomplished last season, hitting what was it, 40? No, I'm sorry, 63 home runs in a season. Is that what it was?
It was like 62 or
62?
63. I can't
Okay.
remember.
So he beat the Roger Maris's AL record, blah blah blah, but he didn't beat Barry Bonds' record, blah blah blah. Hashtag steroids. Hashtag cheater. Hashtag who has the actual record? We don't know. Okay, like, but that's what was said. Aaron Judge beat Roger Maris's record, and the Rangers put a plate commemorating that in their own stadium, and that's just weird to me. Like, I don't think that. Are you trying to gain Yankees fans for that? Like, I don't understand what's going on with that.
Yeah, I don't really know either, but I feel like that was just a waste of money. I'm sure it wasn't a lot of money, but it would be like the Astros putting a brick outside of Minute Maid for Jorge Soler's monster moonshot home run.
Oh, that's too much. It's still too
Still too new. Too new.
No. You can't.
But
I
I
don't-
mean, like that's what it was.
That's-
Because
yeah.
I mean, it's an unforgettable home run, just like Albert Pujols, right? Same thing. It would be like putting a brick outside there just to commemorate like a big moment in history.
Yeah,
No,
it's
not cool.
Do you think that the Rangers spent the money left over from the graphic designer of their City Connect uniforms to buy that plaque?
Their uniforms are terrible.
I don't think we really chatted about the Rangers City Connect uniforms.
They're so bad.
Are you looking it up to pull it up in the thing?
Well, I'm trying to find the stupid.
Oh, and Shelby left. I don't know where she went, but we'll figure it out. Maybe she'll come back. Maybe she won't. Maybe I'll just talk to myself for the rest of the time. There you go.
An accident. By seeing it makes it better.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, their City Connect uniforms. I don't understand what's happening there. I don't know what went on. They're the plainest, not cute, just the most ridiculous thing. And what are we doing with that logo for the Metroplex? Because that just rolls right off the fucking tongue.
Who do we want to see in the City Connect jersey?
I don't know. Who looks the unhappiest?
Probably Jacob. No, it's gonna be Adolis Garcia. We'll check this one out. If it'll pull up. God, they're so bad. It's just so disappointing. Like you expect so much more.
I didn't know what I expected. I honestly
the Brave City Connect, beautiful. Have you seen them?
I don't know if I would go so far as saying beautiful.
God, but they're perfect. Like they pay more homage to the program, which I like that.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
Like Washington. I don't care for Washington's because
the cherry blossoms?
I don't like them.
I like that one.
I don't mind them, but they're definitely not my favorite. I think my favorite's definitely the horrible White Sox. I'm having a really hard time finding somebody in their City Connect uniform, by the way.
Nobody wants to represent it.
God, I guess they're so embarrassed to post it or something. Here we go. Let's look at Marcus Semien. We'll look at Marcus Semien in his City Connect jersey. I feel like he was really pissed to take this picture, to be honest.
Probably.
Definitely pissed to take this picture.
See, we did you a favor, Marcus Simeon, by hiding your face underneath our logo,
Oh,
so you can just see the uniform with the cream plain shirt that looked like they ripped off the rice.
God.
I mean, it's like old English, so I realize that like nobody can have a copyright or a font or whatever, but it literally, I'm like, what are we doing over there? So it's just like a plain cream top and like plain black pants, and then the rope like side piping or whatever it is.
I can't.
And like the made up peagle. It's not a peagle. It's a
Peagle.
It's a what is it? It's like a lion and a sphinx mixed or something. But like, why? What are we doing over there?
I think they could have done so much more with it. Because I really do, to be honest. I don't think the hats are bad. The hats aren't bad at all. But
they're not great.
Yeah, they're not great. They remind me of like an NBA logo, because I feel like NBA logos are like really loud, you know what I mean?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
And I feel like MLB logos are pretty simplistic.
Yeah.
So there's a little too much, not horrible, going on the hat, but there's a lot going on the jersey. There's a lot.
But there is and there isn't, like, because it's literally
just 15 fucking colors going on. What are we doing? On a white jersey.
It's not white, it's cream. It's cream. Yeah, and they made a point to let us know that. I'm like, oh, all right. Like,
I feel like they could have gone across the chest in that font that says like Texas, you know, and make it smaller, and I think it would have been a lot better.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like the graphic designer was like, "Oh shit, that's due tomorrow? Let me see what I can throw together in like 4 hours." It's like when I have my ADHD like paralysis, and I wait until like the deadline to do shit because dopamine's like, "Oh, you got to get it done now." That's what it feels like.
Do you thrive under pressure?
I'd like to tell myself that. I don't in all actuality, probably not. But yes, I do have to wait to the last minute to get
These are by far the best. I love the Brave City Connect jersey.
I don't hate them. I don't love them, but I don't hate them.
It says "Keep swinging" number 44, which is Hank Aaron's motto. Yeah. Like, come
on. I like that. I do. I like that. I like it a lot.
I think these may be better than the White Sox.
Yeah. I'll probably have to give that to you. I think that's the only redeeming quality that the White Sox have this season. So
that's probably the only thing they have going for them. Yeah. Is their City Connect jerseys. And Dylan Cease's mustache.
This is true. So do you think that the White Sox are going to blow it up come trade deadline?
No.
You don't think so?
No, because I feel like, I mean, just think who they just signed for the largest contract in White Sox history.
I don't know.
I don't think they want to make big moves. I don't know.
I don't know. They almost have to though, because it's like Andrew Benintendi was your big guy. Like I don't know, and I don't know. There's just a whole thing. It's not a White Sox show. We're gonna move on, and we're gonna end our show with the Phillies Astros series. Phillies Astros. Shelby, when I tell you that everyone's like, "Oh, it's a World Series rematch," blah blah blah. How? I feel like I need to put a timer on this so that we don't go over our allotted time.
Well, I mean, we're already over. I will tell you, I did not think the Astros would win that series.
I didn't think that we were going to win. Okay, let me back up here. I knew that we were not going to sweep. There was a middling chance that we would take the series. I did not have Jeremy Pena
hitting another bomb
being our only offense for 2 games. I did not have that on my Phillies Astros bingo card of things to happen during the series. That
Yeah.
that the only offense would come from a Jeremy Pena solo home run in both games. Aaron Nola and Zach Wheeler have been kind of struggling coming into the season, and I know this because I have them on multiple of my fantasy teams, and they have just been kicking my ass and just giving me all of the minus points. All of the minus points, okay? So I was really kind of hoping maybe that they would trend in that direction. And neither one of our pitchers, Fromber and Javi, like neither one of our pitchers did terribly poorly. But our bats, I don't know where our bats were. I don't know what happened there. I don't know.
I still don't feel like offensively the Astros are where they should be.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Shelby? Like Yordan Alvarez being out with neck soreness, and Kyle Tucker going like I think he's like 0 for 8 now, maybe, or like 1 for
Which
9.
honestly doesn't concern me. I think I think he's mentally stronger this year to where he can bounce back from it.
Oh, for sure. But we're not. I mean, like the guys that I'm expecting to produce some runs have not really been coming through it. I mean, really not so much a fault from their own self, because who had Nick Castellanos being a Gold Glover?
You?
I fucking hate Nick Castellanos. He's on my shit list.
I know.
He locks in for the Astros, apparently. Apparently, Orbit gave him bulletin board material, and Nick Castellanos said, fuck Orbit. Look what I can do. Look what I can do. Okay? And just went up and robbed Alex Bregman of a fucking home run. And then deked everybody about it. And a part of me laughed because it was funny. And then another part of me was like, you are a motherfucking jackass. Like, you couldn't just be like, oh yeah, I got it. Like, and just hold the ball up and just be like, yes. And then like, no. You're like, no, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pretend that I didn't catch it. And I'm going to sit on the ground and pretend to be disappointed. And then when they call a home run, then I'm going to jump up triumphant and show everybody that I caught it.
It's definitely personality.
So Nick Castellanos is on my shit list. Like, he gives a fuck. He doesn't. I know that.
No, he literally doesn't give a fuck about anything.
No,
at all.
no. But everyone's like, why Nick Castellanos? And coming into the series, Nick Castellanos was going to be a problem, and he was not going to be an automatic out like he was last season.
Right.
And I was a little worried about it. Not gonna lie. And then he does that. And then he hits solo home runs. And I was even more mad. But Shelby, you know what I'm really kind of perturbed about? Perturbed. I think that perturbed is the correct word. I want to.
Yeah, that's a word I don't know. I'm just gonna nod my head like I know what that word means. So.
In past episodes, I have referenced that Mauricio Dubon has been playing with his hair on fire.
Yes.
He had a 20-game hit streak that was broken.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering if there was some sort of voodoo priestess magic going on where he and Michael Brantley just Freaky Friday switched souls. And when Michael Brantley was going to come back and start playing again, that, Mauricio Dubon was going to be the Mauricio Dubon that we knew last season, right?
And it's probably happening.
It's happening, Shelby. It's fucking happening.
Yep.
Struck out. And that was the beauty, I guess, of Mauricio Dubon, that the motherfucker never struck out. Like, he would just always put the ball in play, right?
Right.
Has like the highest swing percentage and like the lowest walk percentage. But he would always like ground out into a double play, or, just line out. And in this magical stretch of 20 games, He hadn't. He'd been putting the ball in play and getting on base and hitting doubles and hitting and getting on base and starting rallies. But no. Mauricio Dubon, Jake Myers. What did I want to do to y'all? I wanted to strap y'all to a rocket and send you to the moon. And some people were like, Susie, what are you doing? It's Mauricio Dubon and Jake Myers, blah, 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 blah. And I wasn't going to walk any slander back, and I didn't. I gave the men their shine. I gave the men their praise when they deserved it. But now you are back on strapping to a rocket and sending you to the moon. But you know who Dusty Baker sent to the moon, Shelby?
Chas McCormick?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
Yeah. So Michael Brantley's rehabbing in Reno with Sugarland because they're playing the Reno Aces,
Yep.
right? And I realize after my initial disgust and outrage why Chas McCormick, who apparently hadn't swung a bat in 2 weeks and is going to require six to 7 games in rehab assignment in Double-A Corpus Christi.
Yep.
I'm sorry, what now? So my initial anger rant that had happened in my head was, oh my God, you're sending Chas McCormick all the way back to Double-A. What are you? And then realized, oh, it's probably because they want to keep him close and they're playing in Corpus Christi with the Hooks, and that's why. But my initial outrage was so large, and it's probably a pretty good thing that there was no like cameras around to record said outrage because it was bad. It was real bad. And I made a post on I made a tweet on Twitter, and people were like, Susie, what is the matter with you? What? Just calm down. What are you doing? They're like, he was hurt. I'm like, see, that therein lies the problem, because I honestly believe that this is some sort of like phantom injury that Dusty is like doing because Jake Myers was raking.
I don't know, but I think it has been weird that we've kind of beat around the bush on what's going on with Chas McCormick. I don't feel like we've got a straight answer.
I'm giving you the straight answer, Shelby. Dusty Baker hates Chas McCormick. And it's like, Jake Myers, good job. You are raking. Go play.
Is
Chas
McCormick going to get traded?
I don't want him to. But yes, I hope he does get traded so that he can go play and actually get playing time on a team that may actually appreciate him. Because it sure is fucking the Astros. 1000% is not the Astros. And everyone's like, Susie, you are on crack. You've got your tinfoil hat like all the way on. Tell me if you look at this, remove the emotion from it and look at it, you're like, huh, but why is Jake Myers doing the starting with the things with the games that what? It doesn't make it make sense. And now that Jake Myers is no longer raking, he's like 0 for 12 now, I want to say. And he's still got a noodle arm.
Yeah, brutal. Eventually he'll throw somebody out.
I don't know if he will. Shelby, you know, like last season when they had like the red, yellow, green measuring metric that they would put on the screen when they were like talking about the outfielders on if they could like run or not.
Yes.
Before his injury, Jake Myers was a red. Nobody was going to run on Jake Myers.
Right.
Now it like whatever is more of a green light, that's what Jake Myers is.
He's like he's not even a yield sign.
He's not even a yield.
No.
Not even that.
Not even a blinking light.
So we've dropped 2. Astros have dropped 2 to the Phillies. And it's not even the guys that you're thinking from the Phillies that are doing the damage. I mean, granted, Kyle Schwarber is always going to Kyle Schwarber.
His thing, yeah.
But last night, Jake Cave.
I don't even know who that is.
Exactly. When you look at that lineup card, you are not circling Jake fucking Cave on it. You're not circling Cody Clemens with like a 143. It's like, it's those motherfuckers doing the
I did forget how horrible and dirty Brandon Marsh's hair looked, though. It's I forgot how bad it was.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't. But more power to him. More power to him, because you know what he's doing right now, Shelby?
Hitting the baseball.
Not only is he hitting the baseball, he's like leading the league in WRC plus right now. Brandon Marsh.
Oh my gosh.
Let me check that. Let me make sure that is actually correct. Because he's like tearing the cover off of balls. Yeah, he is. And again, you're like, Brandon Marsh that played for the Angels? That Brandon Marsh? The one in the same? Yeah, that Brandon Marsh. And you know that Bryce Harper is coming back early from his Tommy John surgery.
I did see that.
Yeah. Do you know where he's not going to play? Because it's going to bring him back faster. You know where he's taking reps at?
First base.
First base.
Mm-hmm.
First base. Yeah, his OPS plus is a 196. His OPS is a 1.096. Y'all.
That's pretty good.
I think those are good numbers. I think
That's
those
not
are
bad.
good numbers. So today the Phillies and the Astros take on it's Bailey Falter. And I'm like, oh, the Astros are going to win one against Jose Urquidy. But it's the ESPN game. It's the ESPN game. I am not going to rant about Martín Maldonado on this podcast right now. You can go over to our sister show that we're going to record here shortly. Back That Astros Up. And that is where you can hear the full thing. Deep dive into the things. Because there's lots of feelings over there, Shelby. Lots of feelings that I'm holding in over here. Holding in. But do you know what, Shelby, though? The people can see all of the feelings that are going to happen. Because you know what happens this week, Shelby?
We watching a little baseball or what?
We are. We're watching a little baseball.
Watching a little baseball on the Relevant app.
On the Relevant app, yes.
And you can see Susie freak the fuck out every time Martín Maldonado comes to the plate. You can literally watch it live.
Yeah. So I need everybody to go download the Relevant app. That's RELEVNT. Relevant. And Shelby and I are one of the Houston teams that you can hang out with and watch games live on that app. And don't think that it's like an OnlyFans for baseball. Like that's not what this is.
No,
that's not what this is.
Nope,
okay.
nope,
So don't think that you're gonna like watch us in lingerie like watch baseball. That's
no.
You get to enjoy our sparkling personalities and our biting wit, and we will be playing drinking games because that's how we do. That's how we do. And you can do that on the Relevant app. We will be on Friday and Saturday. So against the Mariners, Friday and Saturday. And that's going to be fun. That's going to be a lot of fun. So you can watch with us, enjoy the game, and basically just banter about. And hear, the great commentary that we will have. And then we will chat about the Seattle Mariners City Connect uniforms over there on that.
I like
on
them.
Friday and Saturday.
I'm taking that you don't, but I like them.
Yeah. So again, that is the Relevant app, RELEVNT. You can join our group. Our quote unquote show is going to be called Talking Out My Astros.
Beautiful name.
That is. And Shelby, I love that name. And there was lots of names batted about. Haha, you see what I did there? Batted about. I didn't even mean to do that. I'm so smart. Good job, Susie. That we talked about. And that was the least offensive one that we could come up with. because there was some pretty offensive ones.
Some pretty good ones.
Some pretty good ones. Some names that would have given off a different vibe if you had signed up for that that feed. That it's just a different vibe. So if you like what you hear over here, if you like what you hear on our Back That Astros Up show, and you think to yourself, hey, you know what would be super fun if we could go hang out with Susie and Shelby and watch a game, you can do that on the Relevant app. That is RELEVNT. And the first live game that we will watch is Friday night. So we have the Friday night and Saturday night game, and we will be watching 7 games a month. 7 games a month, and we will put that schedule out on our show Twitters, personal Twitters, Facebook, Instagram, Smoke Show, Carrier Pigeon, however you get your notifications, that is what will happen. And we will see you over there. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we will see you over there because I feel like it's going to be a good time. Hopefully. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe your bunny will make an appearance. And that's not a euphemism, guys. That's like her actual pet bunny. Like,
I was trying to pick him up earlier. He was like getting on my nerves, but he's asleep right now. But yeah, he'll make an appearance. Hell
he'll
yeah.
make an appearance, yes. Jose Altuve Kyle Tucker will probably make an appearance. If people don't know who that is my cat. We call him JT for short. Odds are you will hear dogs barking because it is a motherfucking zoo over here. So, with that, we're going to close the show. We want to thank all of our listeners for sharing, subscribing, liking, recommending, doing the things. Australia, still doing the damn thing. Still doing the damn thing. We're still charting on the Australian charts. At some point, I will make a pilgrimage to Australia to thank all of our listeners. Shelby will not be coming with me because she's terrified.
Fucking terrified of Australia.
We'll go live on the Relevant app while I go to Australia.
I will
just bring Shelby with me.
Yeah, I'll just hang an Australian flag in the background or something because nope, not going there.
So huge in Australia. Still climbing the charts here in the United States. We have fallen off. We would appreciate everybody from the United States if you guys would go and rate 5 stars, recommend, share, do the things. I think that's it, Shelby. I think that is it. And with that, we are going to close the show. Like I said, all of our Astros listeners, if you guys want to go to our sister show, Back That Astros Up on the Variety Sports Network, you can head over there. We will be starting that show momentarily after we take a tiny little potty break. Maybe refresh our drinks. We shall see. And with that, we will say good night. Go Astros and yay baseball! Woohoo! Where is my mouse? There we go. And broadcast. Goodbye.